I added posture bars, deflects, and skills, turning Elden Ring into Sekiro.
The immortal oath. The rejuvenating waters. The dragon rot. They all corrupt men. To the point that they no longer live as men. I wish to sever the chains of stagnation bred by the dragon's heritage. Loyal wolf, take my blood and live again.
You'd think starting in a new world, things would be different for the wolf, but as fate would have it, I lost my arm to the first boss. Definitely on purpose to keep it low accurate, and not because I'm ass at this game.
Shinobi, open your eyes. For the sake of your master.
I opened my eyes to the world of Elden Ring, just like I've opened my eyes to Project Orochi. Let's face it, most gaming merch is loud. It's really loud. That's why I was so excited to find Project Orochi. They're a streetwear brand that blends Japanese mythology with subtle nods to the games we all love, like Sekiro, Dark Souls, and Elden Ring. What I love most about this brand is the versatility of their pieces. I can confidently wear the Sacred Spear tee and Lumen Flower tee anywhere without being labelled as just a gamer. At first glance, these designs look like they're traditional art, but for us Souls players, they're fun references that really make them special. The quality is really exceptional, so if you're someone who appreciates stylish, high quality clothing that feels great against the skin, I highly recommend checking them out. And here's the best part. Not only do they do free shipping to anywhere in the US, you can also use code Atomable for 10% off your order. Trust me when I tell you, you will not regret it. They call it Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, but I don't plan on dying at all. Okay, maybe once. Fine. I guess the name is accurate. Shadows die thrice? 4. No, 5 times at the absolute most. Holy shit! I've turned into Kai Cenat.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Yes! Bow down to the wolf! Now I can make my way to Merchant Kale,
I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
who had a surprise in store for us. The Owl Father's Blade. The blade of the great shinobi. This thing comes with an insane moveset, so instead of yapping any longer, let me show you what it can do against Maggot the Fell Omen.
Foul tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Maggot the Fell. Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oh yeah, I see the vision. We can make some absolute cinema fights with this later on. But for now, let's focus on making this thing stronger. Because who doesn't love being overpowered, baby? By travelling to the blacksmith EG, I can buy 4 somber smithing stones. These reinforce my weapon, making it stronger. I can also grab my first 2 talismans, the Axe Talisman and Radagon Sword. And we're not done there. If I pick up Golden Vow and Flame grant me strength as buffs, I can in turn make Godric, our next boss, look like a prepubescent schoolgirl. Hold up, do not make that weird.
I dunno. I think that's a bit dodgy, mate.
And I'm still not done. I also grabbed the Physic along with the Dexterity and Strength tier to fucking double kill this guy, which is exactly what I thought would happen. Until I pull the biggest choke since that one time XQC played CSGO.
Fucking perfect flash at me.
But all is good, because this next run looked like it came from a person who actually knew what they were doing. Oh, clean! I cannot believe I died to this guy. That was almost as embarrassing as this one time, where I gave an orphan a world's best dad mug. Let's get back on track, shall we? Another boss who stood in the way of the wolf. Renala, Queen of the Full Moon.
I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
She can show me her full moons. Ah, thanks guys, stop it, stop it. I'll be here all week. Now, can I parry the beam? If only I could pull my sword out. That's what she said. And also, I guess we'll never know, because this game doesn't fucking work. I can take it!
He can't take it!
She's right, you can't.
I guess we can't parry the beam, so time to win. GG's. Before we continue, we're missing the Sekiro armor. This is where our next mod comes in. But to unlock it, there was another who some called the Wolf.
Name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
I found out Blythe served the one known as Rani the Witch. To gain her favor, I took on the demigod who holds back the stars.
General Radon is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone.
The glory of the clash is shared by Radon and you, and then a falling star right before our eyes.
I chose to follow Rani to retrieve the Dark Moon Ring and become her chosen warrior.
So it was thee who would become my lord. Perhaps I needn't have warned thee. I am pleased, however. Thou art a fitting choice. I go now to the night sky. It is there I shall find mine order. I bid thee travel the path of the Lord, and once all is done, we shall see each other once more.
But by doing this, I betrayed Blythe. One of us was a sheep in wolf's clothing.
No. I'm part of her very being. I could never betray her. No matter what might happen. Ronnie. She needs me.
He dropped the wolf's armor. And although this was the end of his story, this was just the beginning of mine. Into Altus and the city of Leyndell. I didn't want to ruin the flow by saying this during the Rani questline, but I know Kuro'd be dapping me up if he saw who I served now. He would have wanted me to move on. It just so happens that I moved on to a baddie with 4 hands. Quadruple the fun, baby.
What do you mean by that?
Anyway, this might not have been my cleanest fight, but we have absolutely decimated Morgoth. Altus down, next up, the mountaintops of the giants. Here I defeated Bloody Finger Orkina, who in turn dropped my next weapon.
不思議に確かにもらい受けた
We've gone with the Rivers of Blood to replicate it. Yes, I could have used another mod for the actual Mortal Blade, but getting these things to work in tangent with each other is like fucking rocket science. It took myself and the help of 2 absolute legends in my Discord to make this all work. Shameless plug, but you should join my Discord, by the way. But it was all worth it in the end, because now I get to destroy this shitshow of a boss known as the Fire Giant.
Huh?
So the noble shinobi stands in our way. Behold, the second mortal blade.
Melon has set the Erdtree ablaze for us, meaning I could enter Farum. Here, a great fighter was waiting to challenge me.
I see you finally made it here yourself. The city hanging in the air is slowly crumbling. What an incredible place we find ourselves. But that aside, you're certainly a force to be reckoned with, eh? Would you kindly undertake my ordeal?
He wanted a warrior's death, and who am I to deny?
The great Jar warrior, Iron Fist Alexander! Lend me strength, O warriors within. Let us become one champion together!
Thanks for the talisman, buddy. Facing me was
Destined death.
Since Sekiro is set in Japan, I've been trying my best to learn Japanese for this video. Pay attention because I'm about to drop some big ass words on you. Arigato gominasai wakarimashita. What have I become? You know, I think Malenia's taken over because my brain is pure rot at this point. Hopefully the funny kind. Nice! The hard part of the fight is done. I would parry Malekith as well, but I think I'm gonna get vigor checked hard if I do that. Especially with the whole destined death thing going on. Bro tried to deliver destined death to someone who can die twice. Get fucked. There's a boss in Elden Ring who I believe was made for Sekiro. She resided in the roots of the Erdtree, where she awaited her brother, Malenia, also known as
7-foot-tall muscle mommy who bathes herself in milk, honey, and Twix. What's not to love?
Malenia is a phenomenal boss that would have absolutely thrived in Sekiro. Not only does she take precision and skill to beat, but when she pulls out her infamous waterfowl dance, instead of being, well, dead, you get to do this. Oh my god. That is the highlight of the entire playthrough right there. Pretty much the main reason I wanted this mod. God, that was satisfying. She does heal most of her health, even if I perfectly deflect. That's why I'm dodging this one normally. And definitely not, because there's no way I'm pulling that off again. Peak fight, peak game. I am as hard as a rock right now.
What did you say? What the fuck did you just say?
Jesus Christ, I don't know if I can put that in. Now Melania was dead, I felt ready to take on the DLC. To get there, I had to beat a boss only 41% of players have defeated. And I am not one of them, because he handed my ass to me. Morg, you're lucky you beat the allegations, my boy. I then proceeded to get extremely close to one-cycling him. Oh, I want to go home and edge. And because I'm a perfectionist and dumb as shit, I thought quitting the game would reset the fight. Spoilers, it does not. It seems I have done goofed. That's gonna be a tough one to explain. Anyway, this granted me access to the shadow of the Erdtree. Before we continue, I decided to pick up the Nagakiba blade, some weapon grease, and finally the flaming strike Ash of War. It was then time to face our first boss, R'Lana, where I thought it was a fun idea to beat her without moving. It was not. Yeah, I'm not doing that. GG's, that is so fun, man. The combination of dodging and deflecting is really good. You know what else is about to be really good? My fight against Mesmer. There's one thing I want to find out. Can I deflect the snake? Or is it too big? Once again, phrasing. Not my strong point. But you know what is my strong point? This boss. I think I've said it in every single video that I've included Mesmer in, but he is one of the best FromSoft bosses of all time. As my alter ego would say,
we're glazing tonight. We are? We're glazing tonight. What's up? Say something.
And to answer my earlier question, yes, you can deflect the snake. Oh, hell yeah. That's why we call this game cinema. And wait for him to get up. GG's. Time for Midra, who on the way to, I was chased the entire time. It's funny because this is exactly what would happen if you walked the streets of London in the dark.
I just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live in a shithole!
I had high expectations for Midra, and he did not disappoint. To keep it short and sweet, it was 2 minutes of pure joy before I finished.
That's what she said.
Another good one! You're on fire!
That day, I pulled you from the battlefield, a starving cub. I had no idea what you'd become. Starving wolf. That day on the battlefield, perhaps I should have left you to die.
Next, I made my way to Jagged Peak. It had Peak in the name for 2 reasons. The first,
Egon. Piteous Egon.
And the second,
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true great warrior, and I, Egon, your fears made flesh. Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide. With a hail of harpoons! With every last drop of my being! Bale the Dread! You shall haunt me no longer!
the divine dragon of this world was dead. This left me with the final boss of this realm.
Lord Brother. At long last you are returned. My loyal blade and champion of the festival.
Where I thought it was a good idea to deflect a literal beam of light from God. It was not a good idea. I now know why they say don't go into the light. Because it fucking hurts. Not only in game, but also in real life with these absolute flashbangs. Phase 1 of this fight is always super fun. We get to try out some cool deflects. And if I'm honest, the fight is pretty easy. Phase 2 on the other hand, makes me thank the man Miyazaki himself for nerfing this guy. And even after all of that, he's still an absolute unit. That move is so satisfying to dodge. But on this day he met his match, because I am him. Sometimes.
Never forget the Iron Code. 1. The parent is absolute. Their will must be obeyed. 2. The master is absolute. You give your life to keep him safe. You bring him back at any cost. At this rate, you'll lose him again. 3. Fear is absolute. There isn't shame in losing one battle, but you must take revenge by any means necessary.
Yes! Yes! First try, and we got the skill finisher. I was overpowered, over-leveled, and facing Sir Gideon, who might have been my easiest fight of all time. I mean, skill issue, I guess. Now we face Godfrey, who reminded me of the Owl Father. The wolf has daddy issues, I guess.
We accept that one of us.
What's the matter, Stray? Nothing left to lose.
I'm a machine! Iron wall, baby. Considering I've beaten the entire DLC, he is holding up extremely well. I guess he's the wolf's mentor for a reason, right? Oh, GG's. The time has come to defeat the final boss and finish Elden Ring. Not quite as much as a challenge as Ishin, but still a great fight. Oh yeah. A clean kill. On to God himself. I just beat Consort Rodan, so if you think a big worm is going to be a challenge, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Sekiro, you were a most unkind and inauspicious man, but for some reason I could not bring myself to hate you. It seems I must cut you down before you fall to Shura.
That is a crazy good two-phase fight. I'm giving myself some flowers for that one. Who am I, Ubisoft?